Yeah, I wasn't gonna do this, but especially seeing the Bedabbler Network earlier, so how could I how could I go on after seeing that train wreck of a show? Invites Bland Mike, my enemy, to the show. Replace me with Bland Mike. Yeah. So I don't even know if we're gonna even do this. Yeah, I'm a little fragile right now, so I didn't know. Hey Nick, how you doing, brother? You know what I mean? So you know, I'm not sure why I'm doing this. And if one person insults me, I'm gone. So yeah. We can send Ray the link in a little while. He's probably busy. He's more of a night owl. And hey PDX, how you doing, brother? That's right. Nobody replaces OG and Bland Mike. Hey, lies about it, brother. How can you feel? How you feel good about that? Tom, how you doing, brother? And yeah, so we're not gonna get going for a few minutes. You know what I mean? Because I'm sad. But Abler didn't even reach out, and he's laughing and joking about it. So I'm not sure how he could feel good about that. I got one of these cherry Coca-Cola Zeros, and they're pretty good. So we're gonna get going in a little while. Just settle down. I haven't been on in a while, so cigarette says Smule Buckman was talking trash about me. Well, I will destroy him. I will destroy him. I will destroy. He will be, hey, doctor, whatnot. Whatcha? Ever tried? Tom says, ever tried Pepsi Zero? I'm not sure. Probably. But I'll tell you what, this Coke Zero, usually I don't like the Zero products, but it's got the cherry in there, which makes it a little less disgusting. So, you know what I mean? It's not too bad. So, you know what I mean? And like I said, we're not going to get going yet because I'm just warming up. And matters all. But Dabbler, this is 3 weeks in a row. Couldn't call. Couldn't have his wife call. He knows I have a troubled home life. My wife is a bitch. My kids don't listen to me. I work in a shoe store. I drive a 72 Dodge. So he knows my life. I don't run around in a Tesla like him. I don't run around, having a perfect life, perfect wife, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So, not everyone is Bedabbler, Rocco. So the least he could have did was reach out. Yeah, so that's where we're at. And he didn't reach out, he didn't do it. So, yeah. All right, so we got some Tony Chase queued up here.
Man, just communicated. He said he dared me to claim that I outranked him or something. Do you own Smith & Wesson or do I? Do you own Winchester or do I? Do I own the NRA or do you? Do I own military installations, weapons corporations in this country?
I wish I owned one of those assets. Am I right? Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
or do you? Do I own air fighter jet manufacturing?
Or do you?
And commercial jet manufacturing? Do I own car company?
You own it, Tony. Yeah, it's a verified fact. You know what I mean?
Manufacturing in America? Do I own farms in America? Do I own gas stations? Do I own 165,000 gas stations around the fucking world?
Or do you?
Or do you? Do I own Mack Truck? What companies do you think I own? Do I own General Motors? Or do I own Lamborghini, Ferrari, Chevrolet? What do you own, motherfucker? Do I own Lamborghini? Do I own Mercedes? Do I own BMW?
I'd like to own at least a few shares of BMW. Am I right? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah.
What do you fucking own? Do I own the White House? Or do you claim you thought you owned the White House? You better go into court, you motherfucker! Why do you think they call me the son of Uncle Sam? Because it was my family.
Yeah, Tony knows a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So, we have a little respect here.
That loaned money to the American government. You fucking faggot! You better go into court, you motherfucker!
Right. So, Tom's asking if I ever tried. I don't know if that's a joke or not. Cotton candy grapes. Yeah, I don't know about that, Tom. Yeah, either way, I don't think so. You know what I mean? Let me know if you guys hear from a dabbler. He hasn't called me back. He hasn't called me, so you know what I mean? It's not fair. Right. So, this is what we're dealing with. You know what I mean? So,
And this is very important in reference to the crimes of government people. They're still hitting me in the face and teeth. See, my face is kind of like bruised up here. And
all right, so Tom says it's real. I'll try it out. You know what I mean? I'll try it out. At least the grapes. Yeah, the grapes are good. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like the purple ones. All right, let's see what Tony has to say here.
These government people, they kidnapped me from California, and they kidnapped me from my mother and father's royal hermaphrodite mansion. This is very important in reference to the crimes of government. You need to know what status these people are using as their way of stealing from me, as their way of trying to steal my identity and calling me somebody else's child. What credentials are these people using?
Right. Yeah, it's not nice. You know what I mean? So, why they do that.
You think this is just where you can just make up lies and get away with stealing a person's identity?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what they do. They lie and cheat, brother. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you think that's what you think you can do or something, government man? You need to know what office you have your status with. What made you think you had any right stealing from me, holding me hostage, damaging my body, raping me, or physically assaulting me? I want to know. Because we need that office in court. And the name of the person that gave.
Right. Yeah. Hold them accountable is what we should do.
You status to think you had any right doing these things to me. Was it the Deeds Department, the Treasury, Supreme Court? Who was it? Law enforcement? That gave you any status? And who the person that the satellite man claimed that he executed my royal hermaphrodite parents? That man has tried to say that in the past. We need to know what office that man works for. And we need to know where that man got his status from, what race, what religion, what level of government. We need to know where these people are getting their so-called status from, to be in these satellite control rooms, to steal postal mail at the post office, or to steal monies.
Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know why they think that's acceptable to do in this country with this constitution. So it's not fair. You know what I mean?
And to be switching identities with people that are richer than them, people that own more land than them. Where did they think they had any right switching their identity by damaging my face and teeth and trying to steal my teeth and them trying to copy my teeth? What office does those people come from? My teeth are my real natural teeth. These people have done all kinds of stupid shit, trying to make me have to do all kinds of things because of their stupid shit games.
Yeah. you know,
Sticking with the law book, sticking with the facts of
Yeah.
my parents.
right. Yeah.
So where do you get your
At some point, you know, there's got to be an end to this. It's got to be, yeah. Call these people, put them on Front Street, brother. Yeah. How long are we gonna let these people take advantage of Tony Chase? Tony Chase is on the case. Yeah. Right.
status from thinking that you thought you'd change my race or my identity or my family history or education history?
Right.
And what made you think you thought you were the god of some other race or something? I don't know who you think you are, but all the shit you people have done to me, it's attempted murder every day. Better quit trying to make me cross my eyes, asshole.
Right.
Better quit hitting me in the face and teeth. Need your credentials in the courtroom. Want to see how much land.
And you know that's illegal, is to do what he's, you know, saying it's doing. It's illegal. So you know, if he doesn't stop, yeah, I'm not saying there's going to be consequences, but there's going to be consequences. You know what I mean?
And how many businesses or business locations or companies the man that gave you status supposedly has, government man.
Right.
And all the other history of what type of credentials you've been using.
Okay, what are we doing here?
Hey, how are you?
Okay, oh yeah, I like these. Let's see if we could. Wait, no, I don't know about this one. I like the sovereign citizen ones. Right. Something like this, maybe.
Stop trusting your bathroom scale. It is lying to you. There's a new body analyzer out there, and it's got the precision.
Do not touch me.
I've asked you 10 times to get out. Get on the ground.
No!
A sovereign citizen's worst nightmare should be a motor cop who's a deputy. Don't play that, because the sovereign citizen script is going to be ignored. The nonsense.
Right, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's a former police officer, whatnot, or sergeant, whatever. So he knows what's going on.
Is going to be turned down, and you're going to end up in jail. This is one of those.
Yeah, so let's check it out. Yeah.
Hello, I am Officer Woods from Sonoma Police Department. The reason I stopped you is it appears you have a fictitious license plate on the back of your vehicle.
Passenger side approach, love it.
Do you know anything
Red flag, you know what I mean? The license plate, it throws it. You can tell he's a sovereign, you know what I mean?
about that? I'm a sovereign human being. Okay.
He's a sovereign human being, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, we'll see what's going on here.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license, insurance, and registration, please? What? No. Do you have any form of ID on you? No. Matthew Tucciaroni's
Ding, ding, ding. Sovereign. He says it. He's refusing to give his.
Right. He gives a fake name. He's got a fake license plate. You know, this has been banana land. Am I right? Yeah. So, yeah. We'll see what goes on here.
Driver license, and we already know that we're dealing with a sovereign. Motor officers, you're going to see the helmet, the gloves, usually the boots. It creates a different tactical disadvantage because it's much harder to train for utilizing all of those things. So when you see a motorcycle cop engaging with a person, take into consideration.
Oh, he's a motorcycle guy. Not even a real cop. He's got a tricycle. So yeah, he's not even. Yeah. So we can't really respect him that much.
That they have a whole list of other tactical disadvantage than a regular street cop does.
So just so you know,
pulled over a couple times already by state troopers, sheriffs, and this is recommended.
okay, I don't agree. So I'm going to be honest with you. That's actually a misdemeanor crime for you to display a fictitious license plate. Additionally, you.
Wow, you know, is it a crime? Yeah, it probably is a crime. You know what I mean? But you know, yeah.
Not providing me with the driver's license is required under Arizona Revised Statutes 28-1595. That is also a misdemeanor crime. Additionally,
if a person rolls up the window while I was speaking to them, they guaranteed themselves at least a ticket. It's incredibly rude, and it's kind of interfering with my ability to conduct the investigation. I'm sure that this person has at least talked himself into at least a ticket.
All right, go ahead and step out, please. Step out of your car, please.
I didn't do anything
Mayor
wrong.
1, I need another unit. Step it up, please.
I did not do anything wrong.
Pennsylvania versus Mims is a Supreme Court case law that says you're required to get out of that car if I ask you. If you do not, I'm going to force you to.
Hold on a second. I'm calling my lawyer.
Okay, get out of your car.
Call my lawyer.
You can call your lawyer.
Yeah, he should call, right. So, you know what I mean? We'll see what's going on here.
You want, but as soon as another officer gets here, I'm going to force you out of that car if you don't get out on your own.
I have a challenge when officers tell the person what's exactly going to happen when another officer arrives, because that gives them that lag time to say, there's no officer here yet. Maybe I should take off. Maybe I should fight now. That gives them the opportunity to formulate a plan. I know there are arguments on both sides. This is merely a point that I'm sharing from my mindset and how I used to operate.
Yeah, you know, now's a good time to hit like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, but you know, yeah, I appreciate it.
We've seen with Sovereign so many times, and I've mentioned in my other videos, the dial of defense person that they call, it's almost always horrific advice, and the person ends up usually still going to jail. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, let's check it out. Barry One on the radio. Blah.
What I'm going for now, he's just not getting out of his car.
I don't need to be under arrest. I didn't do anything wrong.
You're being detained right now. And Pennsylvania versus Mims is the United States Supreme Court case law.
Arrest?
You're being detained.
Why?
Because I told you I'm investigating one crime.
Okay.
You also said you don't have a driver's license, which is another one. And if you don't provide me a form of identification.
So, if he had a license plate, he would have never got pulled over. You know what I mean? They don't pull people over if you got license plates. He wasn't speeding. He was, you know what I mean? So, he kind of caused this himself. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
When I'm investigating you for a crime that is a third crime that I'm investigating you for.
There is no crime.
You are required by law to provide me your true full legal name if I'm investigating a crime.
Well, this car,
If you do not provide me with your true full legal name, you can be arrested for that.
Matthew Tucciaroni.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license or any other form of
I am
identification?
a sovereign being. My name is Matthew Tucciaroni.
Again, Arizona Revised Statutes 28-1595.
Hi, Officer Beers.
So it appears he knows the other officer who has arrived. He said an officer's name. We'll see how this goes from here.
Listen,
Yeah, let's check it out. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Right.
there's a lot of people
Get
in
out.
town with the same license plate.
Get out.
No, I'm not getting out of the
Okay,
car. This is
I'm
not
gonna give
I
you-
didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, I would have rather just. I would have put a real plate on my car, but you know, worst case, usually you just take the ticket, pay the fine. It's better than being thrown on the ground, am I right?
All right.
I'm not getting out of the
Matthew?
car. I've done.
This is the driver's side officer's line of sight, the suspect and the female officer that has arrived right across. If this escalates to a deadly force situation,
What the hell is the female gonna do? Tell me that. You know what I mean? Is she gonna bake some cookies on the side of the road? God damn it! She ain't gonna do nothing. All right, she'll be doing her nails, and right. So
is this the best configuration for the officers to be in? Normal best practices are not in a crossfire situation. And I'm not sure if she just doesn't see it or if they just haven't communicated it, but this is something that I would take note of, and in debriefing we would discuss.
If you do not get out, I'm going to force you out. Matthew, look at me. Matthew, look at me. If you don't get out, I'm going to force you out. I'm going to charge you with resisting arrest also. So get out, please. Come on.
Come on, sir.
Get out.
There's no reason to.
So you know, watch now. It's gonna go down. Let's see what happens. I didn't watch this yet, so yeah.
I've asked you probably 10 times to get out.
There's no reason to act like this.
Get out of your car then.
There's no reason to act like this. There's no reason to
Get
act
out.
like this. Do not touch me.
Get out.
Do not touch me.
Get out of your car.
Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Please. Please do not touch me.
I've asked you 10 times.
It's going down, brother. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, check it out.
Get out. Get out on your own then.
What are you doing? Please do not touch me.
Officer Ramirez.
It's gonna rip his hand off.
Ow! Come on. Get on the grill.
No! I didn't do anything, Officer Ramirez!
Okay, all right. Just
Please,
get on your
I
stomach.
didn't do anything!
Yeah. So yeah, put a real plate on your car. You know what I mean? You know, it wouldn't have to be thrown on the ground.
Get on your stomach.
Come on, Officer Ramirez!
Just comply. Just comply for now.
All right. I will give you information if you wish to file a complaint later, okay? But right now, just cooperate, Matthew, okay?
Right. So yeah, they're putting the handcuffs on. You know what I mean?
Okay? All right, just
Stand up for me,
Stand
okay?
up, all right?
Go ahead and take a seat for me, all right?
Just relax, Matthew, okay?
Just like this, I just want some.
Put your feet in
please,
for me.
I'm not gonna go.
Are you looking for the most affordable way to add electric heating and cooling to your older home? If that
Right.
Please just listen to my officer. Just
Put your
listen to
feet
my
inside,
officer.
please.
Okay? We'll get you some water. We'll make you something comfortable. Right now, we got to do what we got to do, all right?
So yeah, they pulled him out. You know what I mean?
Just relax.
Watch your leg, okay?
He's in the car, he's in custody. A lot of people wonder why I mention these tactical things on the approach and then taking into custody. It gets more interesting from here.
Can you watch him for a second? I didn't get a chance to pat him down. Mary 1, can you run Matthew Tucciarone from in-house, please, and add him to the call? I believe that's going to be my driver.
It's a Ruger inside the car.
He said there's a Ruger inside the car. So there's a firearm inside the car. And Second Amendment, I believe in it. People have the right to have their
So there's a whatnot inside the car. You know what I mean?
firearms. But if this vehicle is not cleared, I saw him reach and he was going for his phone, but could it have been going for a firearm? I've seen it before. And I say this stuff because it's constructive for us to be better. I call it LL. We have liability and life. We don't want to get sued and we don't want to lose our lives. So this is not to say these are bad officers, but there are things that you can do better. The female officer with this ponytail, leaving that ponytail out is an invitation to someone who wants to fight the police and utilize it in a way that
Right, they're gonna pull it and whatnot. Right. Yeah, I agree with this guy.
makes it very difficult for her to be able to fight back. Why not be the most tactical you can be when you're on duty? For male or female officers, get the hair to where you have it. And obviously I don't have any, but that doesn't matter because I'm not on the street.
So, at this time, you are under arrest for displaying a fictitious license plate, refusing to provide me with your driver's license, and resisting arrest. Okay? Please listen.
Right. Now he's now he's in the back of the car. Now he's like, well, maybe I should have gave my license, maybe. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't really know, but you know what I mean?
I'm going to read this to you, then we can talk a little more, okay? You have the right to remain silent. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights?
I've explained this in my other videos, and for new viewers, I'm going to explain why we read it off of a card.
Right. Yeah. Why do we do that?
If you get called into court to testify, a defense attorney can easily say, did you read my client's rights? What did you say specifically? And if you have to remember it off the top of your head and you mess it up in court, then the attorney can say, did you mess it up with my client? So most departments have an issued card. They have it on file that the card that we read it off of was Miranda. And now with body cams, it's obviously a lot better. But that's the reason why we
Right. Yeah, this guy does this stuff.
read it off the card to show that we read exactly what's on the card. And those are all the elements of Miranda.
Just comply, okay? Just comply. All right?
If we look here on the back of the vehicle, we see here it says, we the people are pissed. This is something that the officer should have took note of, and I'm sure that he did, what the driver's mindset may potentially
Right. So they're picking apart his plate.
be. Coupled with this sovereign plate that I'm sure that he immediately noticed. Traffic officers, their primary function is traffic stuff. I'm sure this officer knew all this as he was coming up to the vehicle.
Hey, Officer Ramirez. Yeah, I went on the passenger side, started asking questions. He just rolled up the window and turned around and started dialing people. I'm like, nope, you're getting out.
I don't understand why they think we're making it up. You know what I mean? Like,
I even told them the statute. I was like, 28, 1595 requires me to give your driver's license. I'm investigating you for a crime.
It looks like the charges were resisting, failure to provide
Right. A lot of charges. Yeah. Right. You know what I mean?
ID and fictitious plates. None of them are good to have on your record, and sitting in the back of a police car and going to jail is never fun. I hear the officer say, I don't know why they think we're making it up. YouTube is one of the big reasons why people think that they're making it up. I explained before I got this on the internet, $20. You have people who are sharing information on the internet about this sovereign citizen stuff, saying that these police interactions are unconstitutional or unlawful. Well, ask them to show you a video of them being stopped by the police and it working. Ask them if they have a valid driver license in any state. If they can't prove
Right.
those things to you,
This guy makes some sense. You know what I mean? And so they're finding out it doesn't work. So a little late in the game. You know what I mean?
then you should shut that person down. If you know someone who is falling down that rabbit hole, share this video with them because you'll see where they're going to end up. If you like this kind of content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and there should be a video on your screen. Click on that video so you can.
All right. Yeah, it was a good video. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, who knows what Ray does on the I-80. And yeah, Michael's expecting jail time. Matthew gets there first. He's thrilled. Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. But you're right. Yeah. You guys think the Bedazzler Network goes through these videos like this? I do not think so. Oh.
Wellness knows you love your pet, but not their dumpster breath. Wellness Whimsies are the long-lasting daily dental treats that help to reduce plaque and tartar, because great oral health makes them a lot easier to love. Wellness. Feed well,
What about
eat
the
well.
ads, brother? Oh,
¿Ha
more
tenido un
ads. I'm
accidente?
sorry.
Comuníquese con las oficinas legales de Brandon J. Brown.
So you're 25 miles an hour above the posted speed limit.
I wasn't even paying attention. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to pick up my daughter from school.
Yeah, you're at a good clip there. May I see registration, current proof of insurance also, please?
Begin to put the physical registration.
Let's see, we got a comment here. Right. Yeah, Cigarette Jones says, have I replaced anyone under citizen's arrest? Not yet. Not yet. Toto says, but Dale's somewhat troubled today. Yeah, well, you should have called me. And he didn't do that. Hey, John, how you doing, brother? I'm not ice. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going through some tough times. And Bedazzler knows that. He should have called me. Didn't even touch base with me 3 weeks, brother. So, you know what I mean? I've been smoking a lot. You know, so, yeah. He knows my wife doesn't talk to me. My kids won't talk to me. So, you know, and he still refuses, you know, to call me. And, yeah, so I don't feel like I should have to call him. I think he should call me. I was the one that ran that network. And now they got Blood Mike, my enemy, as the ultimate insult. So, you know, I'm not feeling it. I don't even know why I'm doing this today. So, you know, Blood Mike, you know, used me and lied about it. And Bedazzler used me too. He didn't pay me. He didn't do nothing. Never called me. And, yeah. So, you know, it's not fair. It's not right in this country. You know, so that's where we're at. Right. Well, you should have called me if you needed me, Jump. Since Bedazzler needed me. You know what I mean? Toto says, ice, illegal. Well, yeah, I see. I hear you. Hey, it's a good time to hit like and subscribe. Am I right? Hey, Rancho, how you doing, brother? You know, so the deal is, if he would have called me, if he would have started groveling, I would have came back. I would have did the show, had a show. Would have been a lot better than planned, Mike. Right. And, yeah, they took my access. You know what I mean? They think they can run a better show if they're starting network for them. You know what I mean? I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. This country, use someone like that, abuse them. Yeah. So, we're not going to go too much longer. You know what I mean? You know, it's bad enough the damn wife wants me to, you know, do some stuff around the house. I thought that's why I got married. Thought she could do it for me. Told her to wash my clothes. Told her to make me some dinner. Draw my bath. She got mad. Wanted her to just be a regular wife. And she's not having it. So yeah, that's why I got a wife. You know, she said it's not her job. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay, you don't have that?
It's at home on my
Okay. All right, hang tight for me. Where did the sticker that's on your license plate come from?
From my motorcycle. I have a Harley.
No. Okay. I'll be back.
Yeah, he's checking out his plate or whatnot.
take that, turn your truck off for me, please? Nice. Because I don't want you backing up over me when I remove your plate.
Why are you removing my plate?
Because it's a fictitious registration. That tab
It's
does not
going down, brother.
belong on this plate.
Well, just take,
It-
you can take the tab by law, but not.
We'll say
Officer, the plate is registered to the car.
that is correct, but the tabs on the plate are fictitious. And being it fictitious makes it a criminal offense.
No,
And the
because
fact that it's
I have my old register. That's not fictitious. What are you talking about?
It's going down, brother.
That tag is registered to this car, to this
no,
truck.
the plate is.
Plate is. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So you can take the tag, but not. I mean, the sticker, but not the
Well,
plate.
this entire thing is evidence of a criminal offense of displaying fictitious registration.
Okay.
So it is because it is evidence in a criminal offense. That's what the delineation is.
Okay, so it's criminal.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's go through the two comments and then we'll get back to this, brother. It says, Jump says you can get your old job back. Kim isn't coming back on because of what not felony charges. So, right. So, Jump says you can get your old job back because Kim isn't coming back on because of her and whatnot felony charges. Okay. And John says Carl's a failed marketing man. That's a fact, Jack. I approve. Yeah, it's definitely true. Whatnot. Yeah. So it is what it is. And I could use some coffee, brother. All right, what are we doing again? Stand by, guys. J Dog, how you doing, brother? Mike wants to talk to Joey C. MKE sent link in chat of who? Who's sending a link in whose chat? Let me know, brother. And in the meanwhile, we'll get back to the video because it's going down soon. I haven't seen this one in a while.
I don't know what's so hard to understand about. So you can't take the tab off of a motorcycle that you own and put it on the registration plate for the Dodge that you own and then drive around and think, one, that that's okay.
Well, he didn't know that, brother.
And two, then be mad at me when I take the plate that you have knowingly applied a fictitious tab to and then give me an attitude about it. So just knowledge for those of you out in the internet. That is a criminal offense in the state of Arizona.
Why don't you just worry about doing your job, brother?
To which I'm now going to cite him with because he needs it. Second one is for knowingly displaying a fictitious plate, simply meaning that you knew that the tab on your license plate was supposed to go on a motorcycle.
Right, he's getting some tickets. Mike V, brother. How you doing? Thanks for the fiver. Mike V advises, glad I clout you. Happy Valentine's Day. But not the haters who belong in jail. And I'm glad you mentioned that because there is a lot of people that belong in prison. That's why we have a prison system. I think the prison system, anyone that questions Mike V or I or any of the good people in the chat, not only should be in prison, but they should be in a Russian prison, chopping down the trees with undersized tools. That is my opinion. But yeah. Jada. Carmax. He's talking about Carmax. So yeah, appreciate that, Mike. Appreciate that. And I gotta have a sip of coffee or something, brother. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was a rough day. Whatcha? Toto says some prisoners only home. But, wait, what are we doing again? Like I said, Bedabbler he insulted me today. He had Blad Mike on. Unforgivable! Unforgivable. How could they do that in this country? With this Constitution, with the Bill of Rights. How could they do that and feel good about that? But I digress. Let's see if we can watch the rest of the video. I digress.
Cycle with 2 wheels. You put it onto a car with 4 wheels.
It belongs to my wife. That belongs to my wife.
Okay, well, whatever it is, it doesn't belong on this truck. Can we agree on that? Meet in the middle ground? Okay. So knowingly displaying fictitious plates, also a criminal offense. And then no current registration, because your registration that actually expired in July 23, not July of 24, like the tab on the license plate said.
Right, so what was this guy just pull people over all day? Is that his job? I guess we're gonna find out. What's he doing now?
Well, it's required by Arizona law for my safety that you not go by me at like 45 miles an hour, close enough for me to reach out and touch you. I feel like that's a reasonable expectation, right? And Arizona law says that. This is how cops get hurt on traffic stops, is by guys that don't obey the law like he did. So I'm going to issue him a citation.
Someone's getting a ticket, brother. You know what I mean?
To let him know the severity of what he did. You should wear your seatbelt, man. It's one of those important things. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm Deputy Slope. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. The reason I stopped you is you kind of blew my doors off there at 23 miles an hour above the posted speed limit. Any idea why I might have stopped you today? No idea? Well, you passed me at 18 miles an hour over the speed limit, and then after that accelerated to a top speed of 22 miles over the speed limit.
Yeah, that's not good. You know what I mean?
So I kind of figured that you just had an issue with speeding, and I probably needed to address that with you because you weren't getting any slower. You blew my doors off at 24 miles an hour over the speed limit over there on Ironwood. I'm sorry? You blew my doors off. That means you passed me at an extremely high rate of speed. That's okay. If that was indeed 1/4 of this vehicle's acceleration, it immediately makes me want to buy one because you took off that line like someone was chasing you with a hatchet.
Yeah, that white car was trailing me, so I had to speed up before he hit my back.
You know that there's also the other option of slowing down.
I know, but he like if I would have slowed down, he would have hit like the back of my car, so I would like have to speed up.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with it, but I'll go with your rationale. See, registration, current proof, insurance.
Whoa, what happened? What happened? What are we doing here?
The way you see an idea in your mind.
For your vehicle also, please. So did you notice that you don't have a registration tab on your license plate?
Yeah, we just moved from Phoenix over here. Like, okay.
Well, that's a Stutter John move saying I just moved. You know what I mean? It was like 6 months ago.
So I know that they need registration tabs in Phoenix, but you also need them in Pinal County. You don't have one on your car. Do you know why you don't have one? I know why you don't have one, and by your smile, I feel like you also know why you don't have one.
That didn't register?
Because it's not registered, yeah. So your registration on this vehicle expired last year, and we're now in this year. So you had
Right. Yeah.
we register it every year. So, and you have a giant crack across your windshield, and you're not wearing your seatbelt. So those are the 3 things that we have going
That's a lot of stuff going
on so far. How's it going, partner?
Hey!
It's me. What's going on?
How are you? Me?
Good.
I pull my phone out of my pocket. I don't have anything on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, you got a driver's license on.
I do.
What's this guy doing?
It's all on my phone.
All right.
I'm currently on permit, and I've got. Shut this up before you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, that guy knew the officer by name, so this seems like he gets all over a lot.
So you have a full head of hair as you were driving. I thought you had like a majestic mullet, and I was like, I'm gonna stop this guy and tell him he's got a great mullet.
Okay.
Also, you didn't come to a stop at the light. Your moving violation gives me a good reason to stop and talk to you. Everything's in order. I'm not gonna cut your side or anything like that. You put your window down?
Here we go, brother.
Can you put your window down, please? There we go. Hi, well, I'm Deputy Slope. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. Any reason why you have your hands up?
I'm scared.
Okay, can you put your window all the way down for me? Please?
No, I just don't know what's going on. That's how you like do like this.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm Deputy Slope. I work for the
It's Deputy Slope, brother.
Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. Can I see your driver's license, please? Why are you
This sounds like it might be a siren.
crying?
Because you're making me nervous. I don't know what I'm
What about me has made you nervous? What the issue is that all of your windows in this vehicle are illegally tinted, and I can't see in it. And when I can't see into a vehicle, right, you can see how that could be dangerous for me, right? So I would be slightly apprehensive of just walking up here because I don't know what's in here because your windows are illegally tinted. And that's actually why there's a window tint law, is for my
Right.
safety. It's also dark for you looking out, especially at night.
Right.
So
yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's got a job to do. He's doing it, I guess. Let's at least highlight some comments here. Okay, so that's MAK's link. Link is public. That's okay. We're just a little busy here, or else we would jump on. John's a sovereign citizen. That's your privilege. And Toto said he's a good explainer. Guy agreed to take the test. And Eron Hoover says Teslas are for people that can't drive. John says that's Brendan's Whatnot's brother, Schwab's brother. Mike says he just moved here 6 months ago to 2 years ago. Was planning on registering my car in the next 10 to 15 years. That's reasonable. I agree. And Billy the kid says charges kept adding up. All great comments, brothers. We're not going to go much longer as, you know, I got a cold and stuff, so hard to talk with a cold.
that entire vehicle has illegal tint. Front windshield, side windows, everything is illegal. And I walk up there, she puts her window down this far, where I can't see in, and she's like this. I'm not going to give you a ticket for your window tint, although it is a ticketable offense.
What's I doing?
Well, you have illegal tint on your front windshield, front driver's side window, and front passenger side window. So I'm Deputy Slope. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. And like I just said, that's the reason I stopped you. All those reasons. And you're not wearing your seatbelt. Very important.
Must be bored, huh?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I got lots of stuff to do.
He's got lots of stuff to do. Right.
This guy's definitely not excited the fact that I pulled him over for his window tint. Even though he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. He's not happy about it. And I don't think he understands that Arizona's a click it or ticket state. You got to wear your seatbelt. Him asking if I was bored is kind of an interesting question because I'm in the traffic unit and my job is to stop people for observed violations of Arizona motor vehicle law, which having illegally dark tinted windows is. So I'm literally here doing my job.
Right. Yeah, I agree. He's just doing his job.
Not because I'm bored, but because the sheriff is kind enough to let me drive around this car. Oh, he's been booked by us before. That must be why he doesn't like us. Oh, we've had lots of contacts with him. Citation, just seatbelt ticket. That's it. So not a window tint ticket.
You're the first person that said anything about my tint.
I hear that a lot. This is a window tint.
A lot of people like tint, I guess, out there in Arizona.
If this number is higher than 30%, I'm going to give you a warning for not wearing your seatbelt. If it's lower than 30%, then I'm going to write you a ticket for your seatbelt, okay? Because that was the reason for my stop.
seatbelt.
Seatbelt.
But how can
No,
you said you didn't see
no. The tint was the reason for my stop. When I got behind you, I saw you weren't wearing your seatbelt. So I can't stop you for not wearing a seatbelt. You can see through the back window.
Okay.
And that is 15%. And the reason I stopped you is all of your windows are illegally tinted. Both your front driver's side, front passenger side, and
Right. A lot of tint, brother.
the window tint that's all over your windshield is all illegal. It is not something that I write a ton of tickets for, but it is a great legal.
Yeah, it's a legal way to pull people over, right? Is that what's going on? Right, I agree with Mike. You know, speeding, jail, window tickets, jail, no registration, jail. I agree with John. Slope don't play, brother. Don't try it in his state. We're almost done.
Reason for me to get up to someone's window and talk to them to see if there's any impairment, if they're smoking weed, if they're drunk, suspended licenses, warrants. There's a ton of things that a very simple stop for window tint leads to. The vast majority of the time, like right now, as long as this driver's license is valid, which it is, she doesn't have any warrants. I'm gonna let her go and let her know, hey, your window tint's legal. Do a little bit of education and kick her down the road. And I'm going to document that I stopped her and what she was stopped for. And then if she
I think in New York State, the backs could be tinted, but not the fronts. I'm not sure.
gets another stop for that same reason, and she's given a ticket, at least I feel like it's reasonable that she was at least given a warning in the first place.
All right. Well, I'm Deputy Slope. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. Good, man.
You're on the YouTube thing, huh?
That's me, man. That's me.
I see you.
You know what I haven't done a video yet? Is why not to litter on the roadways in Santan Valley like you just did.
You just did a cigarette?
Yeah, man. You can't just be taking your cancer sticks and flicking them out the window. You can't be littering anything that comes out your window. That's it, man. Anything, man. You put a bottle in here, or stop smoking. It's good. It's good for your health.
So now, yeah, I agree. That's pretty nasty.
Do you have any idea why I'm going to stop you today?
Am I going too fast?
No. Did you notice that you were well over this white line here as you were driving?
That's a little picky, brother.
Is that against the law?
Well, yes, because you have to drive in your lane.
Oh.
And on this side is where like bikes are and pedestrians. You were like that from pretty far down on the other side of the bridge all the way up. And finally I was like, I need to make sure that you're not impaired or anything, because
no.
Yeah, that's a little picky, but so be it. I guess we'll listen.
Not at all, sir. I just like I said, I'm just nervous.
All right, you got. All right, well, it is what it is. All right, so right. Mike says he tints everything. Cars, house, windows, glasses, skylights, mirrors. It's got glass, it's got tint, and that's Mike's privilege. And John says they're throwing the book at him. Right. Yeah, he tinted. Mike said he tinted his iPhone screen. That's his privilege. Yeah. And right. Mike says Slope's middle name is Tint. Toto says license test didn't cover it. All right, well, like I said, we're wrapping it up. Hit like and subscribe. Mike V, thank you for the super chat. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks for subscribing and hitting like. And we will see you guys next time. This has been OJ. But Adler, do the right thing. Call me up. You start to grovel. Start to beg for my forgiveness. I might forgive you. I'm one of the good guys. Bye, everyone.